I actually owed the government quite a bit of money, and I blew it off for quite some time, and the penalties and interest grew to the point where I was getting harassed with letters, threats by the government to collect on the unpaid taxes, and I couldn't take it anymore. I didn't want to be chased by the government anymore, and I didn't know where to go. And I actually found Matt's ad in the paper. So after talking to Matt, I realized he knew what he was talking about, and I didn't get, like, I wasn't harassed by the firm. I wasn't chased down for my business. It was basically, this is what you need to do, and either you do it or you don't. It wasn't a question of, okay, I'm going to look at this firm, look at that firm, they offer this, they offer that, they can do this for me. It wasn't that at all. I didn't want to go through all those channels. I was at a point where I needed to get things done right away. Matt explained to me in detail what the process was. It was laid out in front of me. I didn't have any questions, any reservations, and previous to that, I didn't really know much about the firm. I didn't know much about Matt. So, much like anybody else, would be very skeptical about that. But when I received paperwork that described in detail what the process would be like, I realized that the firm knew exactly what they were doing. And I had no questions whatsoever. And I felt confident the entire time. Had I done this myself, I probably would have entered into a payment program not knowing what my options were. I mean, I think a lot of people probably do that. They don't consult with anybody, they do things on their own, and then they realize later on down the road that they didn't do anything for themselves. They actually did themselves a disservice by not contacting somebody that knew what they were doing. And without using the services of Matthew Previtt, I would have been in a situation, again, where I would have done this on my own, and I probably would still be paying the IRS thousands of dollars more had I not contacted the firm. My advice and recommendation would be sit down and have a meeting with the firm, with Matt, and go over your problem. He'll go over your situation in detail, and it'll make sense to you, which you've probably, in your mind, you've probably thought about, well, I can do this, and I can do that, and I can do this. Well, you don't know what you're doing, and I thought I did. And the bottom line is I didn't. You need to go to somebody that does this for a living, because it can change your life financially dramatically.